Going bananas for bananas. Ooh, banana. Go away, Donkey Kong 64. We are playing the Smurfs Travel the World. So, let's pause the game quickly for some introduction. Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome to part 4 of the Smurfs Travel the World. We are on the 4th continent, Africa, and we completed 2 stages there. The 2 most annoying ones in my opinion. This one is by far my favorite one, here in Africa. After dealing with a lot of trees in the first 2 stages, we're once again in the trees, only this time even more so. This stage literally taking place in the branches and leaves of the jungle. While in the background we get treated to some growling and the occasional smash. And let's just say this was a quick reset of my health. I'm going to say this was deliberate. And you would be stupid if you actually believed that. Oh, come on. I'm pretty sure I kicked first. So we're starting this stage with 3 health, it looks like, instead of 4. Let's at least try to do this a little bit more serious now. Without the dying stuff. I think I want to go left first. Okay, I don't want to go left, there's nothing here. Just a little bit of health. This is indeed continuation. Passing through a tree. But unlike in the first stage of this game, we can't use elevators in here this time. Oh, he despawned again. Silly enemies. Ooh, there's a door here. However, it's closed. And we can't seem to open it up with our feet. So, we need to do something differently. I would like to know what all of that smashing and growling is we're hearing the whole time. And yeah, it's going to continue the entire stage, so get used to it. Let's see if we can actually find the way to go on. We need to go up at some point, but there's actually multiple ways to do it. Ow, stupid coconuts. I never really like it when there are obstacles overhead in the vertical scroll. Usually the hardest one to see coming. You start jumping full speed and suddenly find out, hey, there's something there. Let's try to do this correctly now. That is what we need to do. And here we find some bananas. And like the hint screen said, something is going bananas for bananas. And that is indeed a monkey. If we kick some bananas into him, he will get distracted, start eating them, and leave behind a crystal. But unfortunately this guy still hurts, so... I'm not too sure if the bananas actually respawn. I never really thought about that. But if they do, bring another one, because otherwise you're going to have to sacrifice some health. But I think I've sacrificed enough health, so let's quit getting hit, unnecessarily in this case, and move on even further up. We still have half of the crystals left. And we can't jump, I think. Well, not like this. Oh yeah, we can reach that. In that case we move on like this. Something in here? No, that is just a way back. Let's continue over here. Apparently at the top of the screen, because the screen stops scrolling upward. We can go further right. What can we find over here? Here's some health. However, that will make us fall down to an earlier part of the stage, so... In this case I'm not interested. Here's some more bananas hidden in the branches. And nothing up there. Hi, Mr. Monkey. I think you would be interested in this. And I'm interested in your crystal. Thank you. And now let's go test out my theory if the bananas actually respawn. And it looks like they do. Luckily they do, otherwise it would have been very mean. In all honesty, it would have made more sense if the bananas also made the monkeys not hurt you anymore. The fact that they still do. And therefore forcing you to go back to the banana location. It's kind of mean in all honesty. That does not really make a whole lot of sense in all honesty. But apparently it is how it works. So that's what we need to deal with. Oh, come on. I don't like the pattern of these guys. This should be the far end of the level. We've already seen the top of the screen, but now we've also reached the far right of the screen. So with this, we are done with the stage. However, as you can see, we still have one more crystal left. We missed one apparently. Or did we miss one? So now we can actually grab this heart. How things work out. If we go back down to where the door was, remember the door that was closed, we will actually find out the moment you have grabbed 9 crystals, it would have opened up. Bringing us to the source of all this noise throughout the stage. And unlike in the North America stage, this time the giant enemy we find, which is logically a big ape. This time around, it is actually a boss fight, unlike the giant bug we found in North America. So, in order to shut him up, we actually need to kick the coconut he drops into his head. Pretty tricky, because these things do fall quite quickly, and therefore can surprise you. But once you survive, and are able to find a coconut in the leaves, kick it, and it will hurt him. You need to do that a couple of times till he drops. If you can't see where the coconut fell, it's usually in the leaves, so just walk around until something blocks you, and you will know that is where the coconut is. Last health, so need to be careful now. Thank you. That one was easy. Still not done yet, apparently. Oh. Kick. Yeah, and we are finally done. I do love how peaceful he looks now. Sir, for some reason I have a hunch you're hiding something. Let's see if we can actually find something. Hey, there's something in the leaves here. Hello, Mr. Key for this stage. Awesome. This one is really well hidden. So, now that the monkey has found peace and has finally shut up, it's time for us to grab the final crystal of Africa and move on to the next world. And since we completed another 2 worlds, we are getting treated to another password. 9 lives, hard difficulty, entering world 5. Which is going to be Australia. For some reason New Zealand is not on the map here. Yeah, let's just say this is a very simplified version of the world, you might say. Our World 5 adventures take place in Australia. The biggest island of our world. And if there's one thing Australia is known for, it is definitely crazy crocs. Yeah, not a surprise to find them here, right? It's comparable to the first stage in Africa, another quote-unquote forest-like level. However, a lot more swamp-like. And yeah, that one was deliberate. I wanted to actually reset my health here. So, let's truly get started here. This stage actually also really reminds me of stage 4 and 8 in the first Smurfs game, which are also lake and... Oh! I thought there was an island I could stand on! Go me! For not realizing that was background. So, good to remember. All the green vegetation you see in this stage, it's not a platform. It's only there to trick you, it seems. Okay, now that we have that out of our system, let's finally play the stage seriously. I was trying to say this is the only stage in Australia I really like, and yet it has already killed me twice before grabbing the first crystal. Although the first time it was deliberate, the second time it definitely was not. Time for us to meet up with the stage gimmick. Crazy crocs, as you can see. And as you may expect, they have a platforming mechanic. The moment we step on them, they will open their mouth and will start flinging us around. Of course, in the direction they open their mouth in. In our case, to the left. So, jumping on top of these guys, as you can see, will have this effect. At least this guy does not plummet into the water. I'm pretty sure a couple of later ones will do. Yeah, like this guy, as you can see. Some of them will actually dip into the water. And if they do, while you're standing on them, and that means you are going to die. Something I think I've done more than enough times already in this stage. Let's try to kick this bug. Apparently that was a bad idea. Okay, you're another dipping one. And you... So we grab the crystal like this, and then move on. Oh! That was mean! How the hell was I supposed to time that? Okay, death number 3. Even though I'm pretty much calling this my favorite stage in the game so far, it has been the stage that kills me the most. Not per se a bad thing, because it does prove it is challenging. However, I definitely do not feel this is the hardest stage in this game. There's a later stage that's even more difficult. Oh! My heart skipped a beat there. I'm always way too impatient for stuff like this. I always feel I'm the kind of guy who likes to speedrun through my 2D platformers. Something that happened because of me playing Super Mario Maker 2 way too much. So these kinds of platforming mechanics I'm a little bit too impatient for, in all honesty. So the mistake I make the most is actually just platforming too fast. It's as simple as that. But we are past it, for now. I'm not going to promise we're going to meet that part again, because if I die again, yeah, we're going to see it again. But at least we're going to see another new crocodile mechanic. This one actually moves around, as you can see. Moving platforms, in the form of a crocodile head. These ones are the easiest to cope with, I feel so. Ooh, key in the water. That raises a question, how are we supposed to get that one? Well, what have we been using in order to survive the water in this stage? Crocodile heads. So you can imagine there's got to be one around here that will actually bring us to that key. Or you can just sacrifice yourself and jump to it and just take the death. Grabbing the key will still count, of course. It's also something you can do. However, there is indeed a crocodile right over here. It's lying still in the water, and if we touch it, it will start moving to the left. Not very hard to guess where it's going to move. To the key. Our second one. If we can find the key in the next stage, we also have the bonus for Australia. Would be nice if I'm actually able to show off every single bonus stage in this game. Just like in the first Smurfs game. I can at least also say all of the bonuses are also shown off in the Let's Play. Uh-oh! That was unexpected. But I was able to correct in time, luckily, so I'm still alive. Let's wait for my heartbeat to go down a bit. And we can safely move on, without being scared to death. And you are going to fling me around? Yeah, that was predictable. At least there's something predictable in the stage. Here's number 7. Hopefully I did not miss any. This is a stage without a whole lot of vertical scroll, so it's really hard to miss the crystals here. That's one of the plus sides here. Unlike the water forest stage from Africa, this one has a lot less vertical scroll. And is therefore technically easier, I feel, when it comes to actually traversing the stage. However, one thing does seem to return from that stage. The wasp mechanic. There's still a wasp flying around here. And getting this guy to stay around you is actually really difficult with these crocodiles flinging you everywhere here. Yeah, I lost him. Yeah, it's pretty much near impossible trying to get this guy all the way to the right of the screen. However, I'm also fairly confident it is not required, so allow me to skip out on that. For 1-up, I'm pretty sure. Because the crystal is actually placed differently. Interesting. The very first truly stationary crocodile on this stage. That does not plunge, does not swim around, and also does not fling you around. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. And as you can see, there's a wasp hive here. Getting the wasp all the way here will give you a 1-up. Not required. Let's move on to stage 2. Welcome to the land of the Aborigine Smurfs. Aborigine Smurfs. Aborigine Smurfs. Okay, I've got it now. I love that word. Okay, there's also some wallabies jumping around here. And this place looks like Ayers Rock, so now we're truly in Australia. Unlike the swamp, this stage feels a lot more like Australia. Not per se an awesome stage, I really don't like this one in all honesty. The third one is a lot better. But still. First need to do this one. Go down this rock in order to find the first crystal. And speaking of rocks... Bam! We've got seesaws in this stage. One of the few things that is interesting here. So be on the lookout for giant rocks that you can actually place on these seesaws. Ooh, and here we find another typical Australian creature. These running birds. Excuse me that I forgot the English name for them. I do remember the Dutch name, but in my English language channel, that's not going to help you guys. I'll look it up later in editing. But in Dutch they're actually called emus. And I'm going to laugh if that's actually also their English name. But right now I'm not too certain about that, so... Let's just move on with the stage. We're not here to learn about Australian biology, we're here to play video games. So let's put the focus on that. And getting up here is apparently not easy. Oh, come on. There we go. Kick. Oh, that one didn't want to come my direction. So, let's kill you like this. Okay, there's plenty of crystals here, floating around everywhere. Grab the health. Let's go up here first, because I saw a crystal over here. Ooh, there's also a bird flying around. And it looks like... Yeah, he's carrying something. Let's see if we can actually kill this guy. And apparently it takes a couple of hits. Oh! Hey, saw that? The moment you grabbed the orange orb, a lot of crystals actually came out of it. All of the missing crystals in the stage suddenly got placed somewhere. All the way from the beginning to the end. So yeah, we need to go back to the beginning of the stage as well. Let's do that later, because we are this far in already, so let's first go all the way to the right. And they really went all out with the wallaby enemies here in the hard difficulty. There's way too many of them. Here's another one. But there's also a heart, so at least that I can appreciate. Yeah, there's a crystal up here. Thank you. And it should be about it for this stage. There's also still a couple of crystals to the left that we still need to pick up. Hey, what do we have here? A corral. And more running birds that apparently aren't able to run. At least not getting very far. Let's open it up. Come on guys, you are free! Crystals, 2 of them. And the right edge of the screen. So, we are done. All we are missing are the 2 crystals that actually came from the orb and warped towards the beginning of the stage. So, we need to go back. And that should be it for this stage. And then we can quickly move on to a stage that's in all honesty a lot more fun. However, it's comparable to the second stage in North America. Once again, a little bit of a different kind of stage. Even more different than that one, because unlike the auto-scroll stage with the prairie cat following us, the next stage is not even a platforming stage. That one is even more different. But let's not talk about the third stage too much yet. Let's first finish the second one. Yeah, here's the first one. Thank you. And the last one should be all the way at the beginning of the stage, if I remember correctly. Let's do that carefully, because I don't have any health left. Yeah, survive that part. One more section. This was the first seesaw we met. Bam! Not high enough. We can't jump up here. Or wait, we can. Hey, that's awesome. There is the final crystal. One last stage in Australia. And what is another thing Australia is known for? Surf's up, dude! We are going to surf. And this is how it works. As you can see, we can get higher up the wave by pressing up on the D-pad. And if we move down, we will actually pick up speed. This is what we use in order to stay ahead of the wave. Because it's pretty obvious the wave is catching up on us on the left, as you can see. And if we get enveloped completely, we die and lose a life. So we need to keep moving in order to keep our speed up. Which is easier said than done. But sometimes a couple of items will appear at the top of the screen. Which we can then grab. Let's see if I can actually show that off. I always have a lot of trouble performing this trick in all honesty. You can also grab the bottles for some health. Oh, one up. Yeah, I did jump a little bit, so... Oh, that was a good jump. Well, at least I grabbed the key that way. So, we're still going to see the bonus stage for Australia. And it would be nice if it was actually based on stage 3, but unfortunately it's stage 2. I'm pretty sure they would have been able to make an awesome bonus stage on the surfboard. Or must I say, the Smurf board. Oh, what the hell? Apparently getting hit gets you knocked out of the bonus immediately. You learn new stuff every day. Okay, that was short. But still, yeah, I can't really go back into the bonus. You need to collect 3 keys again, so... Yeah, I did officially show off the bonus now, so... Unfortunately for you guys, that's all the coverage you're going to get from me. Apparently getting hit will knock you out of the bonus. And in this Australian bonus, it is possible to get hit. If you get yourself stuck under the rock. So let's just finish this stage. It's the only thing we still need to do here in Australia. Come on, stupid pelicans. Oh, there's a lot of sharks here. How the hell are you supposed to avoid so many of them? Oh yeah, of course, by putting the difficulty on easy. And there's undoubtedly a lot less sharks. Oh. I still have 1 more health. Jump! Ooh, nice one. Give me that bottle. Still doing pretty fine. Make sure to stay ahead of the wave, that's the most important thing. I've got plenty of health now. The stage is pretty lenient, as you can see. You get plenty of bottles here, so dying is in all honesty pretty difficult. And once you move off screen to the right, it means you have won the stage. We are done in Australia. There's only 1 more continent left to do before we make our way back home to Europe, where the Smurf village is actually located. But for that, we are going to wait until next weekend. The final weekend of the Smurfs Travel the World will take place in Asia. See you folks then, and thank you all for watching. Treecks out.